I think when you can represent the province.
Okay.
You know how much we had to learn. I'm Betty, ne?
Okay. Oh, you're Betty?
Yes.
Oh. Your English, I don't find Betty like in your English. When you speak English, I see a lot of Xhosa in it. You speak English purely. Yeah. I always thought you were Xhosa. You know, Xhosas, they like to kidnap the proper Grotmans and just the other ones. I thought you were Xhosa. Your English is so suave.
Why did I just tell him that?
How do you want me to represent my province?
Why not just call it Epai?
Yeah,
I mean, even Amofakwe has just written a powerful song.
Epai.
Why don't you just call it that?
Epai. No, Epai is still an English name because Epai ngu Bay. So they wanted a deep Xhosa name, so hence Gqeberha. But still, we don't know the meaning of the word Gqeberha. The Gqeberha people are shocked by the word Gqeberha. Who is Gqeberha?
And what does it even mean?
We don't know. But the Q makes it nice.
No.
Gqeberha. Now they don't want to call it Gqeberha, they call it GQ.
Is that?
Yeah. GQ.
But what was PE before?
I remember they used to call it Qaqadu. So now, I don't know this Gqeberha. This Gqeberha came as a shock. It's already in the maps now. When you Google search PE, you see Gqeberha. Everything went fast. Yeah. We are not changing. We are in Gqeberha now.
Not even Qaqadu?
No, Qaqadu sounded nice.
You know, Qaqadu sounds so nice.
Yeah, it sounds so.
It sounds like it's something you can tell a girl.
Exactly.
Qaqadu.
Yes. The Josie girls will forget that you're Xhosa. Oh my God, they will forget that. Like, I would like to go to Qaqadu with you. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it sounds like going to the bedroom. Qaqadu. Let's go to Qaqadu. Like,
how?
Yeah, the rhymes with Kansi. Like, Qaqadu.
Say khona la we.
Oh, DJ ulapha ukamu kamu kaufela. Dimazi lo bra as DJ Gaskumba. Like he's been DJing like with club gig for years. Soweto ye comedy ekuthiwa Ozone. So we meet him there. And then he's been touring those Kumba for how many years? 7 years.
8 years now. Yeah. Wow.
Kamza.
Awuthako thembisa yonsa Soweto.
Yep.
Lona mabene plus. Phela sasoyitha divaya. Siboys kuma siyakubonga. Hayi. Ngabe awuthefele ethi ko Ozone.
So we are both Skumba's proteges. So you had to
tell me about, let's start with you, Seya ukuthi Skumba's role in you coming to Johannesburg.
I remember I met Skumba 2011 on a show called 99% Xhosa Comedy. There were like 5 comedians backstage from Eastern Cape. And then he said, guys, the first comedian who's going to go on stage has to be from here and represent the place. So who's going first? Comedians don't want to go first.
Thank you.
Everyone wants to be remembered. So people had this notion that if you go first, the audience is not going to remember you.
Yeah.
The ones that go first are weak people, are weak comedians.
Yeah. I'm a curtain raiser.
Yeah, I'm a curtain raiser. So he left us there. What you must discuss amongst yourself. So we didn't discuss. No one wanted to go first. He came back. I raised my hand. And then he took me on the side. What the comedian as Olandela Wena is going to struggle. Because you volunteered. So I went on stage, I killed properly.
Yeah.
And then the comedian who followed me died properly. And then Skumba was like, Bengshilo, when you go to Joburg, call me, I will hook you up, I'll do caprese with you. And then it took me about 6 years to decide to come to Joburg. And then he's been taking care of me since then.
Wow.
All the big gigs I've been doing in Joburg, Kilbakala Skumba.
So it's about Lesotho.
Hanyana ke khona, hanyana.
Remove grade la uthina. Remukenza. And now comedy and music, Kamza?
Yeah. Well, from my side, I was just a resident DJ.
Ladies, are you listening to that voice? Eh?
Oh,
by the way, you can also watch it live. We are now live on Kaya 959.co.za.
So basically, I was just a club DJ there. And then we said this Wednesdays, it's a comedy. Then it was Maibuye. Maybe you know Maibuye from the Sofing. It was him. One Wednesday couldn't make it. I had to step in.
Yeah.
And then how I became the DJ for comedy shows.
Yeah.
And then few months later, utlabos Kumba, ambashisa as what Timbisa. I hope that part I So anyway,
Tato for the last Kumba.
So then that's when Bomashabela, Boskumba, Shampunizer, Bokidibon, that's what Bakala Lewon. So Kitale Hoba DJ when they started nobody comedians, especially on the Venex side.
Yeah.
And then I started rolling with them. Skumba one day then started his tour.
Yes.
And then obviously Bisema.
Thank you.
Only the best in the town, yeah?
Yeah. There you go.
So then Kakala of Spineless Kumba, Sindiswa. For many years, then Seya came in under Skumba, obviously, like maybe he's one of his opening acts or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, coming back to Seya, if you work Mutulanganka, opportunity Kamatso, Kaufel, Kamatso A5, this is the guy. Because of now, Azankare, Otlonga knowledge from Skumba. No, he was like, I don't knowledge how to do my own shows.
Yes.
If Sansibali DJ Ejuang, management, how to market the events. Now he's selling out shows, eh? He's selling out shows.
Yes, sir.
I mean, so
it's your interview, bro. Write myself here. Write your essay.
So but mine.
Whoa, Skumba.
He's fired, lawyer. No, later, Brachi. These forms I'm going to end up at KFM. Ukama must sign them. He's fired.
Hi. For what? Marabomba Shila, Maraskumba.
Come on. When your job, you can't mix. First of all, you can't mix. You play music. No, come on, my man. I'm unblock him to lead.
How? Manje itoma stakes nizozisela nobani?
Brachi, I think I'm going to show sharp.
And them not the safe on the line up the safe, ne?
Hey, I'm a phone false teeth when I was going.
Bye, Big Ben. But now, how do you know? Because normally, and I always say, and I'm speaking from a DJ's point of view, that we are the curators of energy. That's what we are, brought in to do. Curate energy, whether to build it or just to control it or maintain it. Now, comedy, because now there's something that you cannot do. You cannot outshine the comedians.
There we go. So, it's the positioning way very difficult.
Yeah.
Because of now we pay camera when as a comedian, as a DJ, that is.
Yeah.
Because of I might have the penalty to crowd.
Yes.
But it's not about that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the opposite for a DJ, a comedian.
Yes.
That's about boring. Come on, boom. You know why? That first hour.
That's powerful.
Yeah, as they're walking in, maybe they're getting their water, their drinks.
Yeah.
But maybe curtain is closed or it's open. But now there's a DJ on stage. Music. So I can't get them too hyped up. Now, what's going to happen? Let's say the last 15 minutes before show it, if negedlala whatever music or obachayisa. Mtsebanwa taba ile. Do you think about mamela comedy? No,
yeah.
So now that's why we have segments when you do a show. Especially when we do Skumba's shows. So that first hour.
Do you sit and discuss this?
Well, we used to before. But I guess I'm
now so, it's there. Yeah.
I started by a brief. Okay, if maybe we do a show on Sunday, that type of a mood Sunday. But now normally I must actually make mutu. But a teacher the man. So it's comedy girl.
Yes.
That's where I come in. So I must make you man. And hey guys, do them fast man so the show can start. So it moves actually at the sound. And then when we have a break, that's when we got at 15 minutes or 20 minutes while they're waiting for the second half. And then after a show, then it'll be like that last hour whereby I said
See, you could have brought anyone as your guest.
Yes, sir.
You chose Kamo.
I chose him. I don't know any comedian who doesn't like Kamo, who doesn't wish we had what Kumba has in terms of a DJ. I had a show last year in PE. I called in a DJ because I saw him how he played on another show.
Yeah.
And then he panicked on my show an hour before the show started. He played well, but he kept on coming to me like, Seya, hey, bra, abantu abayifili le nto ndiyenzayo. Hip hop luthi mandidlale abayifili bra.
Yeah.
Dithi bra dlala yeke. It's not about you, it's about the show.
Yeah.
He was thinking about him, and then he went back and played Afro pop. And then he comes back and said, Seya, abaya enjoy. And no, you are killing the mood. When are you making it about you, not about the show? So Kamu, like when with Kumba, the chemistry he has with him, like he could be the punchline of the joke. Before Kumba even kills it with the punchline, they have that chemistry. He has that chemistry with me, with Abud Lolo lately, with a lot of comedians. Like when I enter the stage, he will play Ifani just to warm them up, like warn them that this is a Xhosa guy coming in. So he has a lot of things that he does, like to make the show look amazing. Like he's everything in a comedy show. And comedy and hip hop have always been related, you know. And he knows how music relates in a show. So he's so amazing, you know. And that's why he's been touring with Kumba for 8 years. And that's why he's here today.
Wow.
Oh, that's why.
No, people need to hear that, you know, you're not just a DJ, you know, like you are everything in the entertainment theater, you know. There's a lot of things that DJ need to learn. You understand? You're not just DJing in a party. You can do it in a comedy space. And you've been doing it for many years. So, yeah, today we're saluting you, Grootman. And Kumba as well for teaching me these things. He taught me how, you need a DJ in a show. A lot of elements in a comedy shows are needed. And this is the most important element that he has in his.
You chose a Swati guy.
A Swati?
Guy in your top 10 songs.
A Swati guy, yes. You know, I paid Lobola last year. I paid Lobola last year.
You want to tell me what comedians imali kanjalo? As Chinchin.
I paid Lobola last year. And this song has been playing in my mind, that whole process of that thing.
You couldn't find Ustompy Mavi?
No, like
Unomkaka.
No. Those songs, yeah. Lobola negotiations in 1976. You understand? But this one is pure love, you know. So I chose this guy. I feel he's underrated. His amazing sound, his amazing voice, his music. On Kumbuzo Naima Kena, you're like underrated musicians in the country. Diamthanda man Afro Traction.
So after this song, are you gonna introduce us to Losis Mojapelo Lobol?
Magaz ago yiki magaz. English ni first song way coconut. Total opposite Total.
It is Kaya 959, and of course, Seya, the co-host, and it's a special Friday because once a month I'll bring a co-host, you know, and then he will do what he does, and yeah.
And then we enjoy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Uzenomkako.
Dizenomkam. Dizene in a future tsiki eater. The cow receiver, the funny cows receiver. Yeah.
Akasemhle.
Hayi umhle. Yebo. Yanbo ndim lo.
Uyoshele yena ne?
No. No, definitely not.
It's like no.
Wandingena ngomsebenzi naye.
Ha.
Yeah, wayendibhukile mna ndibona nje icolleague ndandicula nam.
Yeah.
Gelinye ixesha, so he booked me for one of his comedy shows in Cape Town. And so Cape Town. So yeah, and the rest is history.
Now and Jay, what le gap le?
Yeah. Hey, yandi tabata igap.
Ayibo. Ngomnye odate outside the type.
Umangale sekufikile.
Yeah, sesilapha.
Now, you are basically very close to the pain I normally say, and Skumba tells the story all the time, even Jason Goliath tells the story all the time, that when you hear comedy, you must know there's pain behind it. When you hear him laughing at his pain, do you laugh as well, or is it different now because you're closer? I'm deep, ne?
You are I do now because when the pain he jokes about or talks about on stage, usually pain that he's in the process of healing or it's already healed. So if he's laughing about it, yeah. So it's not a biggie. It's happened before where he jokes about a pain that he has not healed from. Audience, but if they have a voice, but being a correct, being a correct, must be see beg a talent lay joke. Divagalelo, but
yes.
Yeah, art keyakon. It needs that.
Is it easy
to
be with a man who is naked and that's his job? And you understand by my
yes.
what I mean by naked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely not easy. But I'd say it's one of the things that drew me to him in the first place. Him being able to be vulnerable. It's one of the things that drew me to him.
Yeah.
I saw it in his eyes, and he's like that all the time.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not easy. But I guess maybe it's because of the person I am as well. I'm a person namoyithanda uzithidle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like that most of the time, and I guess siyaphakelana
okay.
in that sense. Yeah.
And the story that we hardly hear about is this matriarchs, how they manage to keep Skumbas, to keep Seya, to keep all the comedians optimistic, even when emotionally they are not feeling optimistic. Because I sometimes wonder, there's no way that these guys are forever happy or forever ready with punchlines. So when that moment comes, when I'm Seya, what do you do?
I have to keep it as positive as possible. I have to sometimes, and most of the time, I will see it before I born. Mhlambi lonto imbi but ibona okay inganhle ohlobo, it can be a beautiful thing. I will see the beauty in it. But sometimes when he's within that pain, initial stages of the pain, agaiva, and he needs that boost. So nakufanele be lapho when be ready for boost but ayontole.
Yeah,
you so dlule kule nale you got this.
We did a tour last month, the Eastern Cape.
Yeah.
Like 4 days in a row. Like Sasuke Easter PE at Kabecha. Yeah, but we had a bad business arrangement there, financially. So Ebas Bege Konin. Yeah, but so the following day we had to go to Grahamstown.
Yeah.
Show didn't work. Yeah, but since the show, but money was not made.
Yes.
Had to go to the following day, King Williamstown. Packed show, but the energy was wrong. The show is packed, but the energy in the room, because there were so many things happening. Hip hop is for 30 minutes, live performance. So the audience is not into the comedy now, is into that energy.
Yes.
So I did my hour and I came out, I'm not fun. And then she's like, no, it's not you, it's the room. The room was a mess before you got in. Yeah, and then
so she read the room.
Yeah, she read the room. I couldn't see. I couldn't see the problem.
Yes.
Dim, I'm not funny anymore. Yeah, but and then like no, the energy 1, 2, 3 happened before you got on stage, and then I noticed no, this is what has been happening. This is why you knew Then for me,
that's right.
Yeah.
And Kamu, you are on road trips with them, are they always funny?
What a long sigh.
Yeah, no.
Don't. Look, we could sponge in
Yeah.
because of now. They will try these gags, kanna.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm like honest, again.
Yeah.
And I tell them, I'm fine. I don't work it over.
hi.
Yeah, I go straight to Baba. I'm phone.
Hey, now we know. Now we know.
But before they go on stage, but like DJ Booth, and I'm thinking this, nah, don't think that. Do it like this. And then, well,
I think you guys have rubbed off on camera.
So yeah, not always, but what I try to do another one especially is keep on mindsetting here. We are about to do a show. We can talk about the production side, whatever, but not their material. Soccer.
Yes.
Normally when we talk, we cards.
Yeah.
Cards. We forget. If you feel early at the venue,
Yeah.
we do our sound checks, everything. Get into a room, we just not talk about comedy.
Yeah.
Up until back in a stage, then yeah. But if they're not sure about something, but hey Marunana, hey Jump, what do you think? I'm fine. Yeah, it'll work. It might not.
Give it a try.
Go for it. Yeah.
She's a ghostwriter.
She's a ghostwriter.
Yeah, but DVD.
You didn't tell us Kamaga sister.
Aziwe esethu gaye.
Hi.
Yeah, double barrel names. Yeah.
Chesa.
Yeah, mntu wam lo.
Highway.
Masisi.
Yeah, as
Yambona mhle.
Hey mhle man.
Neyimamela ivoice yakhe imnandi. Ivoice yakhe iyafana nobuso bakhe.
Chesa.
Yeah, yonke into right.
Unlike
Yes, that was Nas, No Bad Energy. One of the most underrated songs. I love it. Kanza Pali joke. This is the song I play. No
Is
Bad
it?
Energy. Yeah.
It just played now. So what joke did you write in your head right now?
No. I just dedicated to myself. Now, I'm gonna write a joke. Kamo must be on that joke. After he said he's a ghost writer,
Yeah.
Kamo must be on that joke. We must discount.
And in fact, you write it and you test it on him.
Exactly. Is it gonna work? No, boy, it's not working. It's not working.
I then get a tweet from Kulila Giana. Rai. Kamu used to design our posters.
Oh, Gianni, Malume. Wavundula no.
And then Tanya Kakana says, "Oh, he also has his own label. It's a clothing line. Hey."
What can I say, man?
Tanya. So tell us about Hacked, Kamu.
Basically, well, Hacked Jump, it was an event in Ikidi hoster once or twice a year. So now it was basically merchandise for those events. Basically, that's how it started. So we'll have an event and we'll have like a clothing line, t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies.
Yeah.
About that particular event.
Yeah,
Jump,
yeah.
Summer Jump, whatever.
Yeah.
And then because of COVID last year, obviously we had no events.
Yeah.
But people still wanted like merchandise. So now I'm now moving it from merchandise to being like a clothing line.
Yeah.
So I'm in the, I would say, foundation phase because we're dealing with patterns.
Oh yeah.
But
And patented as well.
exactly.
Yeah.
But the match thing available, Hacked Jump, holla.
Yeah.
Holla. That's why.
Where?
Yeah.
Where do we holla?
Kamoka Ofela, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Kamoka Ofela.
Kamuka Ofa.
Yeah. Get a look at it.
Coming to Uma Seya. Umuntu athathe inkomo. Yeah, expropriation. With compensation. With compensation. The future of comedy. Were you a fan before meeting Seya?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
But I was not as exposed to the local comedy
Okay.
before him. But I remember, I think I met him in my last year of varsity or the year after. But I remember in my last year of varsity, it was one of like my coping mechanisms to watch comedy.
Which varsity is this?
CPUT in Cape Town.
Yeah,
Cape Peninsula. And I used to stay at Res as well, at Melville. And then it was in Cape Town. So yeah, we had access. I studied film, so we had access to computers and Wi-Fi all the time.
Yeah.
So we'd like not sleep and be there editing all night. So
yes.
In between, I'd be watching, comedy.
Yeah.
But I was not as consumed by it, but I was definitely introduced to it. Yeah.
And that's an interesting pairing between the two of you. He's a storyteller. You're a story maker.
Yeah.
Are we ever gonna see this?
Definitely. It's both our passions. In fact, he studied kind of the same thing as I did.
Broadcasting, yeah.
Broadcasting, TV production.
Oh, broadcasting.
I did film production.
Which one?
I did audio visual. I did radio and TV.
What do you mean you did it?
I graduated.
Studied
I did it. I never worked though. That's how I met comedy. I was looking for work.
Because I was thinking, good love voice lepele, I'm a voice note.
I knew I had a face for radio. I knew it. But I ended up in front of the people where I didn't want to go. Yeah, I wanted to be you. I wanted to talk the nonsense without being seen. Yeah, but now everyone can see.
But he always had the knack for being in front of the people. Because when you read his bio, he talks about the day his singing failed. And you are a singer. Can he sing?
Well, he was a Kwaito rapper. He wanted to be a Kwaito / rapper type thing. So he still has that passion for it. Like he loves music. Like if it wasn't comedy and this.
But does music love him back?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
I guess it loved him to me.
Thank you.
That's a dope answer.
Yes.
You see now. Come on. You see now. You choose the right people. Yeah. I was in a group, a Kwaito group. Hi. PE and I remember, I think 2004, when Brenda Fassie passed away, we wrote a song about Brenda Fassie because we thought we're going to make it with this song because it's trending now. We recorded the song, they took it to Mhlobo Wenene, and we listened to the song. My verse was cut out. Hi! That's when I knew I need to do something that I'm going to do by myself, alone. That's when I found
Do you still remember the verse?
I can't remember the verse. I remember the chorus. It was going like that. Yeah.
But it's like keep
by keep verse, yeah. That's when I knew. I know God is sending a message. Not these guys. These guys are not telling me anything. This is God speaking through them. That you need to be on stage by yourself. Yeah.
It is Car Fridays with Seya. Come on, Seya. What are you doing, man? What a choice. I'm smiling. For the first time since Ufika, I'm smiling.
You are smiling?
Yeah.
I'm jealous. You have all that teeth in your mouth. I'm jealous. I'm not here to make you smile. I don't want to see people with a lot of teeth in my...
You know what? Now that you said you've done audiovisual and you wanted to be on radio, I can hear you playing this song when a lover show.
Exactly.
On the Xhosa speaking radio station.
Exactly.
Uzawuthini?
Kudwele lowo ekhala umfana yotshona pha esithi uzama indlela, find a way yothanda umuntu wakhe. Yani mamela ukhaya FM 959. Yeah. Yavakala imnandi nantsonke.
Yeah.
Nantsonke umculo endiwuthandayo ke lo kodwele udlalela ngoma kaAmifaku. Yandana was introduced to me apha kwi-lockdown and ndiyayithanda la ngoma sebhayi because like abantu bayakwazi ukubona TV na kwi-posters and think bothuke xa useteksini because la ngoma is about that. Yabo because badla ukwenza the same thing to me xa ndisebhasini because andidibane flight qho. Yabo it's not like andinayo imali ikhona xa ikhona. So xa ndingena ebhasini abantu bathi Seya now uyafika apha kanti ndikhona lapha.
You don't fly?
I know I do fly, but imali xa ingekho ngene ebhasini qha pha ebhasini akufuneka ngabayazi ba imali ingekho.
Wena mangena ebhasini
qha ndingena ndibaxelele uba nondo ikufly kweli xesha le-COVID. Kaloku i-COVID ize ngeplane go first class. is like a plane COVID. And yeah, it's embarrassing because the person has stops as in 4. So if you stop so like nabantu bayithanda i-comedy yam lawo like uyithanda gqitha like ajonga noba uzawutya ntoni noba uzawutya ibhega okanye ipayi ndibuye ndiphethe ipayi andijonga nje ayinamali le ayinamali xa sifika epark station nanku umuntu uzawuthatha ipicture necherry yakhe afuna ndithatha ipicture nomntu wakhe athi siya smile and bayathanda undifostela uba mandismile ndivezela le gap. I can't just smile without, I can't just take a picture without the gap.
I think your gap deserves its own Twitter handle.
And ndiyithanda ke le comment. I don't like that comment. Like bayayidimanda like igap bayayidima athi siya smile xa umuntu akazoyithatha
phela wena igap yakho nale nyawo la ka Dr Malinga hayi
utsho
listen
ndayivala le gap uziphelile ijo
hayi buza uRingo Madlingozi buza uRingo Madlingozi ukuthi kwayenzakalani makavala
ndingayivala intula gap ndiyake
yeka tata
and ndingathi expander ndiyijongile iya akho flate akho nix
yes
bana no right
that
so ndiyivulele i-Twitter handle yayo yabo
uthi gap
ndithi gap ogqiba ndibeka ipicture le sweater yakho
thank you
ndingayiveza i-gap must always be mysterious ba okay i-gap wantoni lo
yes
and in fact kwale company yale sweater yakho kufuneka insponsorishe
bazoza tata
yabo bendihleli phezu kwemali zine opportunities
yabona wena uhleli phezu gold mine Kamu, are we seeing you playing somewhere soon?
Tonight the soul thing.
Oh
yeah, well I play the Friday and Saturdays actually.
Curating
teacher other, and I'm doing Lash.
What do you mean Lash?
Tomorrow.
Oh yes.
So
what are you playing today? What kind of sound?
Oh yeah, I play hip hop.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my man.
What's up, man?
Yeah, but the good ones, not the skr. Not the skr.
Yeah, go Soweto ba ke dlala all I do is win in all my space. Soul City. Bare play Kelly's.
Yeah.
Mama Millionaire.
Yes.
All I do is win. But what's what usual?
Aibo.
But stoked. But anyway, yeah, you go the Soulfing tonight.
Yeah.
Midlands. Shout outs Soulfing. And then Lash.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Diawa. Kamuka Ofela on all social media. Follow him. Nice meeting you, my brother. Nice seeing you again. And keep doing what you're doing. I love how you explained your role in the whole comedy space, because I think that's very powerful. Something that we take lightly. So well done, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. All right. So now in the next hour, we're talking about the future. All right. What's next? I know you have a comedy show coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Where is that's going to happening and all of that. And Mama, thank you so much for joining us. There you go. We're heading for the news, and of course, there's still plenty of music.